Hello and welcome to this quick little Anytime Anywhere workshop designed to show instructors how to use the Add Assignment feature with your students. Once they submit assignments, they'll show up in your gradebook, and the purpose of this video is to show you how to go about grading them. Alright, I've got an example here in this content area of an Add Assignment link right here. This is what the students see in your course when you use the Add Assignment feature. What the students see when they submit is a place to put their comments to you and a Browse button where they can select a file that they wish to send you and click Open, and the file is attached. All they have to do is click Submit and it goes to your gradebook. So let's go to the Control Panel and let's take a look in the Grade Center. Here I've logged in as a student and done this myself. And there's the file that I submitted. You can tell when a student has submitted a file because you'll see a series of these fat green exclamation mark icons in the row, or excuse me, in the column for the assignment. So you can get started grading all of them by downloading them if you have a lot of them all at once. You can use the chevron next to the column title and click on Assignment File Download. This will allow you to select all. There's a little select all icon, and you'll have little boxes that select all will put checks in when students actually have them submitted like this. And you can select all of them at once and click the Submit button. When you do, Blackboard will put it all in a nice little zip package that you can click on and save, and then that way you have a copy of the files that you can open and grade offline, and then come back into Blackboard to actually do the next step. So back in the Grade Center, after downloading all of the assignments, here's how you would go about grading the first one. Click on the first one's little chevron icon and tell it Grade Details. Now once you're here in Grade Details, you have this little section right up here, which is really cool because once you finish doing what you need to do with this student A, you can click this little icon here and go to student B and student C and student D without having to go back and forth in and out of the gradebook. So there's a whole lot less clicking going on here in the Blackboard Grade Center. So this shows that my student has submitted it. And to take a look at it, I'm going to come over here to this little button under this Actions section. And be careful because there's three little tiny buttons real close together. Click on the View Attempt button, and you'll see a screen that looks like this, where the assignment the student has submitted to you, there's the file itself. And you can actually open that file. As I'm doing this on my Mac, and I'm looking for what software I want to open it with. Alrighty, here we go. So here's the assignment that I sent as a sample, and so you could be reading the assignment here or have already read it offline. Then I can come place a grade for the assignment. I can send comments back to the student here. You can be specific if you would like, because only the student can read these comments. These are specific and private between you and the student. Now if, for example, you have added comments to the student file and you've put in your own little balloons and written your own little comments and saved them in here, you can use this Browse button right here, this Browse button, to attach that particular file and open it so that when the student reads the comments to you, they can also see and view the file that you've sent them. Alright, in addition, there's this nice little instructor notes area. This area the students don't see at all. This is where you can put notes to yourself and reasons and explanations and things that you would want to remember about why you gave this particular grade to this particular student. This would be where I would type something like this. comments that you're going to want to remember about this particular assignment that you may not have written down anywhere. And having it here means you'll be able to look at it without any of your students being able to see it. And then once you click Submit, all of that work that you've just done to grade that assignment is in place. Take a look. Here's the assignment number. Here's the comments that you put to the student. Here's the instructor notes that only you can see. And the nice thing about Blackboard 8 is that we have this wonderful grade history down here. So it gives you the date and the time that the student submitted it, and the date and the time that you yourself graded it, or make any other changes to anything in these cells. There's a grade history. So now, instead of clicking OK and going back to the grade book, I'm just going to scroll up here in the upper right hand corner, and I'm going to go on to the next student so I can repeat the process. And then as I go from student to student to student to student, and I grade and I comment and I upload files, once I get done and I've graded all of them that have been submitted, then I click OK, and I'll end up back in the Grade Center again, where you can view all of the grades that have numbers and have to put in zeros for the ones that don't. So that's a quick lesson as to how to grade the Add Assignment icons that you see returned to you through the Add Assignment link. And if you notice this little icon legend button down here at the bottom, the green exclamation marks will be what you see in the column when students have submitted a file. And that way you can tell when somebody has submitted a new one that you haven't graded yet, because instead of being a number, it'll be a green exclamation mark. So it makes it real easy to spot them in your grade book as well. So I hope you enjoy using the Add Assignment feature with your students.